Verse 77, Sri Vishnu Sahasranama. Vishwamurtir Mahamurtihi Diptamurtiramurtiman Anekamurtiravyaktaha Shatamurtir Shatananaha. This verse has exactly 8 names of Mahavishnu. Vishwamurtihi Mahamurtihi Diptamurtihi Amurtiman Anekamurtihi Avyaktaha Shatamurtihi Shatananaha. Vishwamurtihi means the universe personified is Mahavishnu. Mahamurtihi, great awe-inspiring form. Diptamurtihi, effulgent and resplendent form. Amurtiman, without any form, formless. Anekamurtihi, many form, has many forms. Avyaktaha, unmanifest. Myriad forms. Shatamurtihi, Shatananaha, many faced, having hundreds, means a large number of faces. Vishwamurtihi, universe personified. As we know, Vishnu Sahasranama starts with the names Om Vishwam Vishnu Vashatkaraha. Now, very first 2 names, Vishwam and Vishnu, they are synonymous. Mahavishnu personified is Vishwam. Vishwam is only a manifestation of the Supreme Being. So, Mahavishnu is a form of the entire universe. Lord, as a sum total of all that is created, we call him Vishwarupa. The total gross form of the universe together represents his gross divine form. ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किंचित् जगत्याः जगत्. This is what is mentioned in Isavasya Upanishad. Mantra Pushpam also mentions almost on similar lines. Yatcha kinchit jagat sarvam drishyate sruyate piva antarbahishcha tat sarvam vyapya narayana stitaha. Yat kinchit jagat sarvam दृश्यते श्रूयते अपि वा अन्तः बहिः च तत्सर्वं व्याप्य नारायणस्थितः. Whatsoever is there in this world, whether it is known through perception because of their proximity or known through a report, what we read in the Shruti because of their distance, all that is pervaded by Narayana, both within and without. The Supreme Vishwamurti, who is the universe personified, is also called Mahamurtihi. He is a great awe-inspiring form. Mahamurtihi means great form. The great divine form of the Lord, as he reclines upon Adisesha in the milk ocean of milk called Ksirasagara. He is the very support for the creator Brahma. And because of this, Brahma has emerged from the navel of Mahavishnu. And the Brahma in turn has created the universe of forms and names and plurality. शेषपर्यङ्कं शायिनः अस्य महती मूर्तिः इति महामूर्तिः. The form of Mahavishnu reclining Adisesha is very great, is awe-inspiring, is extremely large and big. So he is called Mahamurtihi. For example, Ananta Swami shown reclining position as we see in Tiruvananthapuram and a number of other places represents the Mahavishnu in a extensive form. So the idol of Mahavishnu is also extremely big. The entire universe and the creator of the universe, however big they are only a minuscule, a insignificant aspect of Narayana, the Supreme Self. This is what Lord Krishna says in verse 42 of chapter 10 of Bhagavad Gita, Vibhuti Yoga. After listing out all the Vibhutis as desired by Arjuna, Lord Krishna says, Hey Arjun, what is the need for you to know all these minor details? Understand this much, that I stand supporting this entire universe with a single fragment of myself. Eka amshena, one small fraction. The entire universe is supported by me. Athava bahunaiten kim jnaten tavarjuna ष्टभ्य अहम इदं कृष्णं एकांशेन स्थितः जगत् अथवा बहुनैतेन किं ज्ञातेन तवार्जुन ष्टभ्याहमिदं कृष्णं एकांशेन स्थितो जगत्. The great form of Mahavishnu is also of a great resplendent form, effulgent form. So he is called Dipta Murtihi. Dipta Murtihi, effulgent form, resplendent form. As consciousness is bright and fully effulgent, is illuminating all experiences at all the times. When we say all experiences, as Jiva, as an individual, whatever we are able to see, whatever we are able to hear, whatever we are able to touch, whatever we are able to express, whatever we are able to do, any activity whatsoever, all these are possible only because of the underlying supreme consciousness in each one of us. So he is effulgent form, illumining all our experiences. But for him, we will not know anything. We will be practically dead. Seeing the Vishwarupa, Sanjaya in Bhagavad Gita exclaims, Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhavet Yugapat Uttita Yadibhaha Sadrishi Sasyat Bhasaha Tasya Mahatmanaha. Now, it's very difficult to describe the Virat Rupa, effulgent form of Lord Krishna, which was shown to Arjuna. And because of television, because of Vyasa's grace, Sanjaya was able to seeing a distant place. He was explaining to Dhritarashtra that the supreme form, the supreme being, how it was means, it was as if a thousand suns were to arise all together, and whatever the splendor of those thousand rising signs, perhaps, the two perhaps he says, perhaps will be the splendor of the exalted being appearing before Arjuna. दिवि सूर्य सहस्रस्य भवेत् युगपदुत्थिता यदि भासदृशी सा स्यात् भासस्तस्य महात्मनः. The Supreme Parabrahman is no doubt described in the previous names as Vishwamurti, personified universe, Mahamurti, great form, Dipta Murtihi, as in this name, effulgent form, etc. But in reality, it, the word it is used here, but it refers to the Supreme Parabrahman. It is not limited to a gender or a person or any form whatsoever. So in reality, it is formless. So Supreme is Amurtiman. Amurtiman means having no form, formless. So, though he is described as Diptamurti, Mahamurti, Vishwamurti, in reality he has no form. Amurtiman. He pervades all, but nothing limits him. The limited only has a form. The unlimited, for example, like space, has no form. The infinite Brahman is more subtle than even space. It is extremely subtle. It is subtler than the subtlest you can imagine. Sukshma chatat sukshmataram sukshmataram. Sukshmat is something very, very subtle. Sukshmataram compared to, that is subtler than the subtlest. Sukshmat tat sukshmataram. Mahavishnu, as a self in all, allows pain in him, but he is not ever conditioned by any of them or anyone at any time. He is Amurtiman, although formless in reality, but for the convenience of the devotees, the Supreme manifests as Aneka Murtihi, many formed, multi forms. You can visualize the Supreme in any form of your choice. So it will become what is called Ishta Devata. You can visualize him as Brahma or Vishnu or Shiva or Ganesha or Subramanya, or a female deity, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Durga, Mahakali, Satya Sai Baba, whatever you want, Shirdi Sai Baba, whatever name you want, or any village deity, or for that matter, it not be a human form, it may be a Nagadevata, it may be even a Mushika in a Ganapati temple, it can be anything, or it can be plain stone, or it may not have any form. It may be a river, it may be a mountain, it may be nature in general. So, in any form whatsoever, you can visualize the Supreme Being. So, one who himself has become the world of varieties of forms, one who has taken himself, he himself has taken various incarnations. Somebody says this is Dasavatara, somebody says there are 22 avatars. There is absolutely no limit. In order to help the world of beings evolve quicker and fuller. Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita, verse 7 of chapter 4, that whenever there is a decline of dharma, whenever there is a rise of adharma, then Mahavishnu will manifest himself as one of the avatars. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tada atmanam srujati sujami aham. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujami aham. This is one of the very popular verse. The very next verse, equally popular, it and also tells why the Supreme Being takes incarnation. Supreme Being takes incarnation basically for three purposes. All are interrelated. For the protection of the virtuous, Paritranaya Sadhuna, for destruction of the wicked, Vinashaya Tushkrutam, for establishment or re-establishment of dharma, dharma samsthapanarthaya. Krishna says, I am born from age to age. Sambhavami yuge yuge. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya ch dushkrutam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. These are verses 7 and 8 of chapter 4 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Now, Krishna can appear. He, in fact, appeared as maybe 108 or maybe 16,108 as required, because that was the number of the wives, within quotes, wives Krishna is supposed to have had. Even otherwise, also, when Brahma tries to place a trick and literally steals all the gopas, gopis, and the cows, and he thought he is going to put Krishna in a dilemma. Krishna was unfazed. He multiplied himself into innumerable, all the cows, all the calves, all the cowherds. And then after evening, all of them went back to their respective places in Gokula. They went to their places. Nobody ever had a doubt. They, again, next day morning, they had food. They took care. Again, the cows came back and had their and in the fields. Everything it was done. This process continued for full 1 year. That means all the cows, all the calves, all the gopas, all the cowherds, and everybody was Krishna and Krishna alone. This was known only to Balrama, nobody else. After 1 year, Brahma got fed up and he understood that he was dealing with Supreme being Mahavishnu, came and apologized to him. So, this is one instance when Mahavishnu becomes multi-form. He can do it every day. Although appearing in so many forms, basically the Supreme remains unmanifest, avyaktaha, unmanifest. Things are called manifest because they can be perceived by the sense organs. That means something what I can see, something what I can touch, something whose sound I can hear. These are called manifest. But if my senses are not able to perceive through any of these five sense organs, we call it unmanifest. As the self, as the super consciousness in us, Vishnu, Mahavishnu, he is the faculty. He is the one enabling us. He is enlivening my organs, helping them to see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. Such being the case, how will these sense organs will ever be able to perceive the supreme being who is enabling them to see? Thus, he is the very subject. He cannot at the same time be object of the sense organs. Hence, he cannot be defined. He cannot be described. So, he is called unmanifest. Avyakta. The unmanifest reality becomes manifest to us through his innumerable glories. Shatamurtihi, myriad forms. Shatamurtihi, myriad forms means even though consciousness, like light, has no form of its own, all thought and thought projected world of infinite forms are all illumined by the Supreme. Now, for example, electricity is unmanifest. It cannot be seen, but its effect can be seen. Its effect as light through a bulb, effect through sound through a sound system, a mic, a TV, its movement through a fan, or its energy through any machine, it is possible. So we don't see the electricity, but we can see the effect. We can hear the effect. We can feel the effect of electricity. Similarly, in the Supreme Being, Supreme Being cannot be seen, but Supreme Being's presence can be felt by us through the glories. When Arjuna desires to see Bhagavan's supreme form, Krishna obliges him. It's only for Arjuna. Yes, he showed it. He said, you see, you want to see, you see. Pashyame Partha. Oh, Partha, you want to see. Pashyame Partha Rupani. Not one. Shatasaha Ata Sahasrashaha. You can see them in hundreds and thousands. And how? Nana Vidhani Divyani. Nana Varna Akriti Nicha. Since you're asking, I am showing you. Behold, in hundreds and thousands, my divine forms of different kinds, various shapes, various colors. This is a supreme grace. Partha me partha rupani, ashya me partha rupani, shatashota sahasrashaha, nana vidhani divyani, nana varnakriti cha. Then he also says, he also tells, now Arjuna, you can see the whole universe of the moving and the unmoving. Whatever else you desire to see, all of them you can see integrated in my body. They are not outside. Iha ekastam, here in my body, ekastam altogether. Jagat Krishnam, the entire universe. Pashya adya sacharacharam. Right now, you can see sa chara acharam, moving and non-moving. Mama dehe gudakesha. You can see them in my body. Yet or anyat anyat drastum ichhasi. All this and anything else you want to see, you can see here. Ihaikastam jagat krishnam pasyadya sacharacharam mama dehe gudakesha yachanyad drastumichhasi. Supreme with myriad forms described above appears with hundreds of faces also. He's called Shata Shatananaha, many faced or hundreds of faces. Because he is of the universal form, all faces are his only. That's why in the Virat Rupa, you can see all the deities all together integrated in the Vishwarupa. Actually, these are only a sample, but all the beings, all the faces, all the eyes, all the feet, all the legs of all the beings and the entire universe are his. No painter, no sculptor can ever draw such a Virat Rupa. So what we see is only a small sample. Bhagavad Gita, verse 14 of chapter 13 says, Sarvataha panipadam tat sarvataha akshi shiraha mukham sarvataha shrutimat loke sarvam avrutya tishtati. With hands and feet everywhere, eyes, heads, and mouths everywhere, with ears everywhere. The Supreme exists in the world, enveloping all. There can be no other verse which can be more specific and clear than this. Sarvataka panipadam tat sarvatokshasiro mukham sarvataka srutimalloke sarvamavrutya tishtati. Now, meditating on this Virat Rupa, let us conclude. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.